Virgo, greetings and salutations, my friends. Today we're going to do your 5-card movie star spread. All right. You're just going to bury your nose right in your work through this transition, aren't you? All right. All right. So here's the thing. Here you go around the merry-go-round again. Like you've already rode this ride. You've already been through this before. You're like, all right, I know exactly what to expect. I know exactly what's going to happen. Da 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 da. Because ultimately, you're not choosing to change. You're not choosing a new path, right? So you know what to expect. You know what to do. You've been through this once, maybe even twice before. Okay. So you're choosing to put up with it. You're going to do what you always do. Nose to the grindstone, focus on your work, focus on your work, focus on your work. The feelings that you get that you aren't in alignment, that things aren't on the right path, that you aren't appreciated, that people don't see your vision, that you're alone on your journey, it's always going to be that way. Right? There's something changing this time around though. But it's a slow change. I always say when the death card comes up, we die 1,000 times in our life. Every time we learn a life-changing lesson, every time we make a decision that takes our life and puts it into a different trajectory, a part of us goes away and a new part of us is reborn, right? So there was hope for a newness, for something to start. And right now, all you can see is the part of you that's going away. And in this particular case, the part that's being taken away from you is your fight. You know? It's like this transition is taking all the fight right out of you. And you're just going to sacrifice a certain level of happiness for just mere comfort. You're like, I don't want to deal with all this. I don't want to bother. I'm just going to put up with whatever happens, you know? It's like I'm just going to deal with it. I'm like, it's not even worth, making a fuss about. It's not even worth fighting against this tide. This is interesting because the Seven of Swords is about moving from choppy waters to calmer waters with all these lessons learned. But this is the card of action. So what this tells me is, in the past, you learned the lesson that if you don't make a fuss and fly under the radar, you can reserve a certain amount of comfort. And that's exactly what you're doing. Rather than to light up the situation and illuminate the actual problems and make a big change, you're just gonna be comfortable. You're just gonna be like, well, it might be hard on, and it might be difficult for somebody else. It might be difficult for the other party. It might, maybe they'll learn their lessons. Maybe they won't. This Virgo is a power of enabling, right? So the transition that you're choosing to take is to enable other people to steer the ship, or the other person to steer the ship. You're basically giving up control over most of the environment, and you're carving out a small little space, and you're like, well, this is my bubble. I'm going to take care of my bubble, and just going to keep at it. Even though the values don't align, At least I know exactly what to expect. And well, you know, fighting what's going to happen anyways, it's just going to expend energy. So I'd rather just sit here, conserve my energy, not take action. Put a big old band-aid on the situation rather than cure the problem. Let's see if I can get you some advice, because this sounds like... It sounds like a confidence issue. It's like you feel like you can't face this adversary alone, so you won't even bother, you won't even try. And that's not like you. Usually when I see the death card, I see people transitioning to something better. But if you actually look at this card, there's 4 people on it, and all of them have a different reaction, right? So this child right here is just looking up in awe and terrified. This religious person right here sees this as the passing to the next realm, so he's like glorified and happy. And then you have this woman here who's just sad and sorrowful. Then you have this person who just lays down and accepts the fate. That's you here. The person just laying down and accepting the fate. You're like, okay, everything's gonna change, but not by my hand, by somebody else's. Let's do it their way. Done. I'm just gonna reserve my energy, keep my nose down, and distract myself with my work. There's no hope. You can't actually picture a better outcome going up above this adversary. So you choose to not even try. It's very bleak, Virgo. I was hoping to pull something when I pulled this card here as some sort of advice, but sometimes we just have to lose all hope and fall into despair before the situation hurts enough that we actually get up and make change. Maybe it just isn't time yet. Maybe it just doesn't hurt enough yet. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I'll see you guys next time.